they would be. Yeah, no problem. I mean, what's the point in going out on a date? You might not get a second date, so you might as well just have a go on the first night. I mean, why not? Yeah, definitely. I've had quite a few in my time, one-night stands, I'm not ashamed to say, and they're all right.
Did you know they were a one-night stand at the time, or did you just not get called back again?
They always come back for more. No, sometimes, you know, sometimes it is an intentional one-night stand, you know, where you really don't want to. You've got no interest in talking to them or anything. You just, you know, you've got to get them home. Get her face. She's horrified.
Don't you think, Carol, though, that a lot of women think that women can't have sex without an emotional attachment?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, a lot of women do. They don't believe you when you say that, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, it obviously hasn't happened for quite a long time. But when it did, it was always, you know, not always, but most of the time, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Are you worried that, because it has been a wee while, that you might have changed and you might be hanging onto their leg as they go? That was so great, it's been so long, please
Don't worry,
stay.
I've got the ropes, the handcuffs ready. They ain't going nowhere, whoever that might be.
Do you think you have to have an attachment then, Jennifer?
No, I think, you know, why should a man be able to have casual sex and a woman can't? And I think as long as both people know, you know, that it's a one-night stand.
Have you ever had one?
No. I personally would feel, because sex isn't that important to me, it's not something that I'm desperate to have or whatever, I'd rather have a relationship. So if I was to sleep with someone on the first night...
We've got a lot in common, haven't we? No.
If I was to sleep with someone on the first night, I'd feel, and I was never to hear from them again, I'd feel kind of used. But that's me personally, but I agree that women should be able to go and, you know, have one-night stands.
I'd also feel embarrassed. I'd think, gosh, bro, that's rubbish. Yeah. You know, if I had a one-night stand and they didn't call back...
Well, what
I think
if
it's
you wanted to
perfectly
call
fine.
back?
Yeah.
Even so, you'd still be a bit embarrassed if they didn't ring. You'd think, crikey, I need to brush up or something.
Go on another.
Have you ever had one?
No.
Yeah, I don't know why I bothered to ask that, really.
We've got two Snow Whites now at the end of the county.
Yeah, but she looked like a little
Jane, I don't
angel.
know about you, but it is actually... When you get older as well, there's, you know, you're kind of running out of time. So there's no time to mess about. You've just got to get on with it.
I mean, I'm not against it. And, you know, I won't say who it is, but a friend of mine, a lovely girl, very nicely brought up, bought a car. And this was a wee while ago. Now, she's a very nice girl. Bought a car, got on very well with the chap who sold her a car. She went with her best friend, a girlfriend, and they kind of chatted about him after she left. And she went back to the car sales room after, you know, she'd bought the car and said, you know, just to say, you know, if you fancied asking me out, I'd say yes, type thing. And so they left right then. They went out for a drink, you know, and they went for lunch. And then she went back to his that afternoon, and she's been there ever since, and they're married with 3 kids.
Oh, you see?
See?
It can work.
I think if the chemistry's there, sometimes the chemistry just isn't there.
You had one?
Yeah. I can't believe I'm admitting this. My mother's watching. But yes, but only in my old... I had one when I was quite young, and I thought, I was a bit like you. Oh, my goodness me, what have I just done? It was great. But I thought, oh, no, that's not ladylike, because we're brought up not to think that. But now I'm a bit older, I'm thinking, if the chance comes along and I feel that, well, hey, he's lovely, I haven't got time to mess about. I'm like you.
Exactly. Just get right in there.
Get right in there. 5th date. My goodness me, you're picking curtains out then, aren't you? Don't want to marry him.
OK, you could win £3,000 in Marks & Spencer vouchers to splash out on anything you like in store. That's £3,000 worth for your chance to win. Just answer this question. What nut is traditionally roasted on an open fire at Christmas? Is it A, peanut, B, cashew nut, or C, chestnut? Call 09012 931 941. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from mobiles and other networks may be higher. Text WIN plus your answer A, B, or C to 63337. Text cost £1 plus 1 standard network rate reply message. Digital satellite viewers can enter by pressing their red button now. You can also enter for free at itv.com/loose women. Entrance must be 18 or over. All lines close at 1:20. Get dialling and the best of luck. The correct answer and the winner's name will be on our website next week. Now, our next guest is one of Britain's finest acting exports. She's delivered such stellar performances in films like The Hours, Phantom of the Opera and The Crying Game that one critic once described her as the greatest actress of our time in any medium. Let's take a look at her in her latest role, playing Mrs. Claus alongside Vince Vaughn in the Hollywood blockbuster Fred Claus.
The board is seriously considering shutting you down.
Well, shutting us down?
Streamlining, consolidating, outsourcing an entirely new operation based at, and I know this is going to be tough for you to hear, based at the South Pole.
Oh, that...
Yeah, but it's not just you. We're putting the Tooth Fairy on a one-child, one-tooth system. I mean, look, you lose your first tooth, fine, get a buck, put it under the pillow, but then get on with your life. I mean, really, it's getting a bit, don't you think? Oh, and also, we're going to dump the Easter Bunny. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. I mean, Easter and bunnies and eggs and all that. I mean, it just, where's the synergy? Don't get it. Now, let's move on to the next item on the list, shall we? How much are you actually feeding those elves?
Please give a warm welcome to Miranda Richardson.
To say very much in that clip, didn't I?
No.
Sorry about that. It's all in the
But my
facial
little boy's going to be
features.
thrilled that I've met you because
Oh,
he
that's nice.
loves the film.
Oh, good.
He
I'm glad.
really, really does. And every
They're not
time,
very
'cause there's-
discerning at that age,
well,
are they?
he's 6. He's
Yeah, okay.
and there's lots of Christmassy songs in the film. And every time he hears one on the radio, he goes, "This is the one from Fred Claus, Mummy." Did you enjoy
what a
making it?
fan.
Was it one of these things you made back in summertime and it felt all out
no,
of sync?
we made it sort of, well, it started in August and it went through right through. It went, wow, went a long time. We ran it for about 5 or 6 months. Hello.
Hi.
See you again.
Now, you two are little busy mates, aren't you? How long has it been since you saw each other? Phantom of the Opera you worked together
3
on.
years,
Yeah.
3 and a bit,
Managed to play my mum in Phantom, yeah.
Yeah, that was great fun. And
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on then.
Did your
My
dog have
doggy had
puppies?
puppies. Yes, I was really antsy to get away on time, and there was a chance that I might be going 2 more days over in the schedule. And I said, please, can you let me go? My dog's going to have puppies. I have to get to the country because dogs are very punctual when they have their puppies. You see, so she had 8, and I've kept one back and.
She don't get out much.
Yeah.
She don't get out.
Well, if I'd known, I mean.
What are you doing this Christmas?
Well, I'm going to the country. I'm going to have a full-on rolling household.
Lots
Ho,
of
ho, ho.
people cook.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'll be cooking. So if they don't turn up, I'm going to be
Really cross.
yeah.
Well, the dogs will be really well fed
They
anyway.
will be.
Do you
well fed.
absolutely love Christmas, though? Are you one of these people that really like
No.
it?
It
Oh.
depends on the year and who's there.
Are you like
Absolutely. And the presents, the quality of the presents, obviously, it goes without saying.
Do you feel guilty if someone gives you a present and you haven't got them one?
That's never happened.
Really?
No, it's never happened to me.
Just me then.
I'm well prepared.
Are you?
Yeah.
See, I wish I was. I'm feeling
haven't got
quite
me
guilty
one,
about that. I'm afraid not.
No, that's fine.
No.
Please tell her you've got away with that. Sorry.
Now, you were talking about your lovely dogs just
Yeah.
a second ago. That's something you feel fairly passionate about, isn't it?
Fairly passionate. I'm very passionate about all animals really,
generally.
but I suppose they are quite close to my life, and they are. They're integral in my life. And this work I've just been doing with WSPA out in Sri Lanka, I suppose a lot of people have been saying, well, why the dogs? You know, the dogs are all right, aren't they? Can they look after themselves? And I just think, you know, man's best friend is sort of often the creature that gets the worst treatment, only because we're so familiar with dogs, we don't sort of notice
Well,
it.
especially in third world countries. If you
Yeah.
travel a lot, you get used to seeing sort of mangy dogs by the side of the road.
And they're
it's
getting on with their lives and
yeah.
everything, and they seem to be kind of all right, but you just hope that somebody's taking responsibility for them.
So
you know.
what is the World Society for the Protection of Animals. And what is it that they're actually hoping to do in Sri Lanka?
Well, there's a 5-year project with one of their member societies called the Blue Paw Trust, and this has only been going for 6 months, but it's got a great chance of success, and it's a sort of three-pronged thing. It's an education program, it's a welfare program, and it's what they call a sustainability program, which is giving responsibility for the animals, the companion animals, which covers dogs, cats, you know, chickens, goats, whatever is there, giving the responsibility back to individual communities who actually claim ownership for the dogs anyway. You know, if somebody came along and tried to take them away, they'd say, well, those are our dogs. Yeah, but who's looking after them? Well, we are, but yeah, but you
And
haven't got the
do you
time, the
educate the
resources.